The man casually tossed a piece of trash, only to be stunned as he saw a rich woman using a crane to lift a flower pot. Confused by the scene, he decided to go over and see what was going on. To his surprise, his strength was so great, he nearly knocked the rich woman over. Luckily, he reacted quickly and caught her just in time. He then asked her, why go through all this trouble to lift a flower pot when he could easily help her move it himself? But the rich woman looked down on him, saying the flower pot weighed 10 pounds, and there was no way a laborer like him could lift it. The next second, the man effortlessly picked up the flower pot with one hand. Everyone around was completely stunned. What they didn't know, just a few hours earlier, the man couldn't even afford a cup of instant noodles. Someone even kicked over his meal because he couldn't afford meat. The foreman yelled at him for dragging the team down, saying if it happened again, he should just quit. The man didn't dare talk back because he still needed to save up $500,000 to get married. He quietly squatted down, picked up the spilled noodles and kept eating, while thinking, if only he had more strength. Just then, a mysterious voice spoke to him, saying from now on, everyone else's strength would drop by 1,000 times, and he would become the strongest person in the world. He thought he was just hearing things, but after the rich woman saw his strength, she immediately invited him to dinner. When the food arrived, the man was completely speechless. One small dish required 6 waiters to carry, and 2 pounds of rice took 3 people to serve. Because in this world, once everyone's strength dropped, so did their appetite. People could be called big eaters after eating just 10 grains of rice, but the man had no idea. Earlier he casually ordered 3 dishes and 2 bowls of rice, which shocked everyone around him. The owner even thought he was there to cause trouble, and warned him not to waste food, saying if he finished everything, it would all be on the house. Incredibly, the man ate every last bite. The owner was stunned, saying he couldn't afford to give it away. The rich woman noticed his panic, and offered to pay for the meal. Then the man remembered what she said earlier. If her group didn't win the Strength King tournament, they would lose their project rights. The rich woman looked upset, and pleaded with the man to help them, because in their eyes, his strength was unmatched. But the man didn't know any of this, so he shook his head right away, thinking he was too skinny and weak for any kind of competition. But seeing she had just treated him to a meal, he felt bad refusing, so he nodded and agreed. The next day, the rich woman brought the man to enter the Strength King tournament, but as soon as they arrived, the team's original strongman became upset. He questioned why the man was chosen as the ace, and challenged him to an arm wrestling match. The man didn't back down, and stepped up to the table. When the match started, he felt no resistance at all, so he told his opponent not to go easy on him. But the other guy's face turned red from straining, and he had to claim he was just letting the man win. The man believed him, and gently pushed his opponent's arm to the table, but ended up injuring the guy. Even the man himself was shocked. The opponent couldn't believe how powerful he was. But that was only the warm-up. The real Strength King tournament was just beginning. To everyone's surprise, the event turned out to be a tug-of-war. The man began to suspect this was some kind of prank show. Even a simple tug-of-war was turned into a huge ceremony. While he was dazed, the woman's team was about to lose, but in the very next second, the man casually gave the rope a light pull, and instantly turned the game around.